So it's safe to say Nigeria now one day, one trouble. Because tell me why Ibi said this ADC chieftain go blast President Bola Tinubu for front of Igwe Mother. That is for inside national television station. Talk say, tell Nigerians, address them, tell them the primary and secondary schools where you attend. Oga waiting concern you. That's my question when Nigerians ask them. Oga waiting concern you. Are you not seeing that our president is intelligent? What is your business? Well, calm down, we'll go talk about it. Because he almost was like a Glasgow's for front of television earlier this evening when EBC, this ADC chieftain talked about this matter. But that's not even all. Because as he get to do with Umahi right now, Falana don't talk. Say, we not go let this Umahi Habila things they swept under the carpet anyhow. We must address it. But guess what? Oga Umahi don't talk. Say, excuse me, Tinubu cannot sack me because of Habila's death. So more like Nigerians, go do your worst. Before you go say, oh, don't go, calm down because the election season. So a lot of bad goes to happen because of the election. But Osun State might be the closest election we be say we get. As I talk to you right now, Hope Uzodinma will be saying now in they head the people, then we be say they follow the opposition party or the ruling party, as you like to call them, go conduct the election for Osun State. Don't talk. Say, come, make I tell on that the Osun State election is a must win. The first person who said that was Yowatda, their APC chairman. Now, Hope Uzodinma don't talk and say they must win Osun State election. And when this must win is talking, you want to think that, oh, the Osun State people got to love them so much that all of them will come together and vote for them. What is the must inside the must win? You go to ask that question, Abi. Answer to that when they come back. Stay with us. This now updated Precious, another beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things in the shell for inside our country, Nigeria. And it does take me now. Well, if this is your first time of joining us, make sure you click the subscription button. And then if you be a regular member, oh yeah, now drop your offering and tithe. Maybe say you go like and share, and I be your offering and tithe. So drop your offering and tithe. We could just go drink some more water, drop cup. When we come back, we'll begin look at the matter then we dey grand one by fellow. But we'll begin with matter then we dey share for different papers then after the break. Good evening, Nigerians. Welcome to Updates with Precious. Another very beautiful day to bring on an update of all the things in the shell for inside our country, Nigeria. I see they take out sharp. Make we enter inside the dailies then. Go see some kind things that will don't happen for Nigeria today. Quick, then we'll go come back. Hey, the first person why they landed the mountain go on and say, Biafra civil war. We compensate all Igbo people. Why Igbo people say they no compensate them? They compensate all Igbo people them for the civil war. Now, go on, they defend Obafemi Awolowo. You go need to see details of this. He said they give everybody their money. So why not they complain? Meanwhile, state police, federal government to come up with national policing bill. Tinubu to receive national policing bill September 3rd. And that September 3rd, that's today we will talk about like this. So right about now is supposed to be on top of the month. Okay, let's move on to other issues very quickly. Well, say not be saying other issues because it still get to do with politics, governance, and all the things we surround them. So from more, 2027, come tell Nigerians, primary, secondary school you attended. Kalu challenges Tinubu. Come and tell Nigerians, I'm coming. Hold it there. We'll get back to this conversation. Just use that one whole body. When they come, we could go to other things. Now, Osun IPAC urges unity, swears in caretaker community. And then Hope Uzodinma, we must win Osun election. Uzodinma don't tell APC campaign council. I'm not going to joke about it. Now must. And be the second person where they talk this one for inside the APC family. Now, PDP chairman urged Jonathan to reject Turaki-led group. But I don't publish name of president. This Turaki-led group. I never can't get two PDP aspirants. What's going on? At the COP. 2027, ADC dismisses collapse of Ogun East structure, says defections personnel. In 2027, Tinubu presented Chicago Varsity certificate that is different from what he submitted in 1999. Who talk this one? Oh, my worry. Now they talk this one. Now we move on to other issues because they know they tell Nigerians, so, and I go pay electricity bill, you go increase. But make I just give on a small. Nigeria records 59.69% electricity metering rate as 5.13 million customers remain unmetered. But I thought we'll provide electricity by all means, and it will not be estimated billing. You not pay for estimated billing. Oh, okay. Not too plenty again. About 5.13, they pay estimated now. Now, 30 million, yeah. So moving on to other issues, NNPCL reduces fuel pump price, just to let you know. Why there is no stable electricity supply for Nigeria, TCN XMD Mohammed talked this one. You see this matter a long while, but they cannot even begin bore you because you know the problem with the face electricity sector for Nigeria, the production companies, the distribution companies, and the transmission company where the TCN where be seen a federal government who for hand. And they are the problem. Kukuma de Gongo. But we leave a mental inside another one. Oshunguba Mediation Committee NUJ renew calls for peaceful poll. Now, show election, I don't know as it will take view. Now, 90 audit probe suffer setback. A CBN, NDDC, NUPRC, Sean Senate hearing. Pick article first. I can't apologize for calling you criminal. Showori tells Tinubu. Nigeria begins enrollment of 66,000 vulnerable residents for free health insurance. And then APC, only 66,000 for free health insurance. Are you... okay, na Niger State, we cannot talk because I've been once if you want to talk the whole Nigeria, but don't worry. APC kicks off campaign ahead of the August 22 Ebonyi LG elections. By the way, Mahison is contesting for the local government chairman that election. Now, Igbo community group in Abuja cautions Southeast leaders against blanket endorsement of Tinubu. Say, come. If one of them does, say everybody, all the Southeast is voting Tinubu, all the Southeast, can you guys just be specific? What part of all the Southeast will be endorsing Tinubu? I guess that's what they're trying to say in that conversation. Well, let's move on. Police arrest 3 suspected armed robbers in Oyo State. Court jails fake soldiers who 2 years for 500,000 naira car auction fraud in Ekiti State. I'm not going to see other things. So teenagers fake kidnap, demand 200,000 naira ransom from father. Eh? For Niger State. Now, Kaduna kidnapped woman, 3 daughters escape after 180 days in captivity. 6 suspected cultists arrested over attempted murder in Ekiti State. Police dismantle illegal firearm factories in Benue. Arrest suspected gun runners. What? We could enter inside another issue on top of Vanguard nowadays right now. State Police, Tinubu to receive executive bill September 3rd. September 3rd. Okay, no, now next month, 3rd. Now you go receive them. And then Osun 2026, I will win if election is free and fair. Adeleke. Now they talk this one. Unfortunately, nothing is free and fair. If in anywhere in the world, that's what they will say. Now Zelensky sacks Ukraine's ambassador to US. What's going on here? NNPP drags INEC 6 Abdul Salami's committee's intervention over candidates' nomination. And then let's see what we have here again. PFN president vows to defy proposed restriction on preaching. He said that, Francis Waloke said that earlier today. Now, Makinde knocks Tinubu's economic policies, says Nigerians deserve better. Deputy Senate Minority Whip profile hunger dumps NDC. Okay, now, 2027, show your scorecard. Nobody hates you. Dele Momodu, I beg your pardon, tells Tinubu. And then no nerd clearance, no mobilization, NYC they won't graduate. So say if one not do the required national electronic registration database, not gonna know what you on no go fit do on a clearance for NYSC. You have just served your country in vain. You have just served what in vain. Okay, we could see other stuff. Orji Kalu hails Tinubu. Catholic bishops meeting urges national unity. I just spoke extensively about this, and I'm going to talk about it. It's first of all said that waiting Reverend Ayeko talk not true. And I wonder why you're not supporting your president. What's going on here? Well, we'll look at that. But let's just move on to other papers. Make I see waiting some other papers and carry for body. Israel, Nigeria reaffirm commitment to strengthening bilateral cooperation. Abducted Kirby High Court judge regains freedom. UK drivers steal 200,000 pounds of fuel from petrol stations daily since Iran war. How did they take it from? Now, Lumumba urges Nigeria to embrace technology research for growth. Nigeria on right path to growth development. So we're on the right. See, as we talk like this, everyone will just a channel for that right path because we must reach our 1 trillion economy. We will come show for everybody. NUPRC seeks deeper industry collaboration to strengthen Nigeria's energy future. On this one, grammar, we could just move on to other papers very quickly. See what then get to give us this evening. Now, Tinubu cannot sack me over Nurse Habila's death, David Umahi declares. So everybody when they complain, they're complaining in vain. Tinubu cannot sack him because he cannot sack him. Because he cannot sack him. Well, make I just look at I go just read exactly what's in talk here. So, Minister of Works David Umahi has said Bola Tinubu ignored calls for his removal following the death of Mary Habila, a nurse attached to his medical team in Ebonyi State. Now, Umahi said some Nigerians demanded his sack over the incident, but Bola Tinubu instead urged him to focus on delivering more infrastructural projects across the country. The minister made the statement in a video circulating on X today, Monday, while reacting to the controversy surrounding Habila's death and the public reactions that followed. So, say Tinubu, no go fisaka. Okay, but we could look at other stories. You fail to provide stable electricity, but want to increase tariff. Falana blasts Tinubu's government over planned electricity tariff hike. Now, calm down. The government did not say they're increasing tariff. No, they said that they will remove subsidy in electricity by January. They will remove it totally by January. You know, say that partial removal, and they say they do we make day band A, band became bandit. Sorry, vandalized band. Okay, yeah. So, but by January they say they will remove the subsidy throughout. But the bigger question is the same Falana has also raised same questions I've asked here in the past. That which subsidy will be say Hajia Zainab Buhari finance minister been talk say they don't remove. In her words, and I've showed you clips of that conversation several times here, she had said that in 2022, I think precisely March 2022, she had said that we have gradually removed electricity subsidy. Gradually. Say they have, and petrol is next. So that is to say that the administration of Muhammad Buhari removed electricity subsidy. So this one where President Bola Tinubu won't remove for January, waiting it can be again. And that is why in 2024, the same Falana said, come, this government said they spend over 3 trillion naira for electricity subsidy. Please come and tell us, what subsidy do you spend this money on? When the government of Muhammad Buhari had removed the same subsidy before, I present all of this evidence to you before. Now, Falana don't talk, say, even the electricity where he tell us, say, go give us, he never even give us. Now, he don't they won't increase because he just sees it as increase in tariff. You know, see, I'm like, say, now subsidy removal as government talk. I just thought to clear that so that you understand. Well, let's move on. INEC, 2027 presidential candidate and the school certificate questions. What has changed since 2023? That's a big question when people they ask me that. But if you ask me, I don't know who I go ask that question and who go answer them for me. But let's move on to other issues. Now, respond with facts. Stop backing like dogs. Father Oluomo knocks Daniel Bola on Nanuga over attack on Cardinal Onayeko. Make a quickly take brief waiting a talk briefly for there. So a Catholic priest of the Abuja Archdiocese, Reverend Father John Chineye Oluoma, Oluoma, I beg your pardon, popularly known as Father Oluoma, has criticized presidential media aides Daniel Bola and Bayo Onanoga over their responses to comments made by Catholic Archbishop Emeritus of Abuja, Cardinal John Onayeko, on Nigeria's economic situation. Now, Oluoma accused the media aides of responding to criticism of Bola Tinubu's administration with personal attacks rather than engaging with the issues raised by the cleric. Why insult the person in question? This same person criticized Jonathan administration on a Hilam say, what's in it talk now very true. The APC administration Hilam, when they criticize, when Catholic bishops on Ayeko at that time criticized Jonathan administration, the APC administration at that time hailed that, oh, what's you talking on points? This administration and everything will be say on a say EB. Why it can't reach time where it be said they criticize your own, talking about the reality of what Nigerians go through, it can't become like say an attack, it can't become lie, it can't become something else. That are questions where it be say people they ask. So the priest made the remarks on I think in a Facebook post today on Sunday while reacting to the controversy that followed on Ayeko's interview on Arise Television, where the cardinal spoke about the economic hardship being experienced by many Nigerians. According to Oluoma, the cardinal's comments reflect the reality faced by ordinary citizens and should have been addressed through facts and economic explanations rather than attacks on his personality. He faulted the response from some of Tinubu's media representatives, particularly the criticism directed at Onayeko, describing it as unnecessary and provocative. The first problem is with President's media aid. I'm sorry, he said quite a lot, but let's just end it there so that I'll not go continue to flog the matter. And we don't live, and we don't do journalism enough to see different administrations from inside this country. But it can't be like say this particular administration, they like say it gets a style where it be say they operate where anybody will criticize anything about this administration. The first thing they go do, not be to look at the root core of what you criticize and to answer you based on facts and figures and evidences of what your criticism be. No, the first thing they do is to first of all attack the character of the person who criticized that thing. And they go fit insult you, remind you of who your papa been be and how your mama take, all those kind of things, doses. And people are wondering that, is this a new style of politics that has been introduced into Nigeria? If you, while you're opposition, criticize other administration and expected intelligence and, of course, practical responses and answers from them, why they no fear expecting from you? Why it reach your turn? Any criticism wouldn't criticize you. That person must get one problem or the other. And I must find hole for waiting the person criticize. Why is it like that? That's a question where we say Nigerians they ask. Now, speaking about that, what's his name now? Inibehe Efyong don't knock Tinubu aids. That is the Danebwalas and Onadegas of the world, this world, over attack on Cardinal John Onayeko. Guess what he said? He said, So you know if it expect Tinubu where they parade fake bishops to listen to real bishops when you see them. Abba, Inibehe. Nsiro, Etem means zero. What is going on here? What's going on, my brother? Now, Tinubu is operating a corrupt system. Pastor Odumeje knocks Tinubu over failed 24-hour electricity light. Even Odumeje said, Bishop Pastor Odumeje. Now, popular Nigerian cleric prophet Chukwuemeka Odumeje has slammed the Bola Tinubu's led government, alleging that the country's political system is influenced by corruption and accusing leaders of abandoning promises after gaining power. In a viral video shared online, Odumeje claimed that there is a system of corruption in Nigeria where political leaders expected to follow existing practices once they assume office. Argue that once they enter the situation, they turn another thing, and that this situation has contributed to the failure of successive government to deliver on major promises made to citizens. I'll play you excerpt of that conversation very soon, but let's just go to other headlines very quickly. So I'm not going to waste your time. I'm not here to waste your time. Now, Governor Mba, rescue our people. Enugu women protest after terrorists abduct Catholic seminarians and worshippers. I did tell you this yesterday. It was crazy. Sad. Enter inside church during service. Collect seminarian, kidnap other people then. Meanwhile, amid Tinubu's worsening economic hardship, Benue governor distributes branded alias bread. He then brand them Reverend Father. You know, our Benue governor is a Reverend Father. Reverend Father alias bread. Not solution to lasting hunger. Alias bread they give to Nigerians, and they're taking, hunger is in the land. Terrorist storm Plateau community kill former councillor, injure several residents. This is really sad. And the Nigerian army arrests soldier over viral TikTok begging video exposes deeper impact of Tinubu's economic hardship on military personnel. So a TikToker was having a life, and then the Nigerian army personnel, of course, with his uniform appeared and begged money. No, they don't arrest the guy, but people they talk say, should we not rather pay our soldiers good enough to stop them from doing things like this? Person where hunger they catch in family. If he see means to beg money to use help in family, you no go beg. How much do you pay them? And remember, this come as Ibi say, Oga Christopher Musa talk, say this administration don't try. Say they don't increase their salaries from waiting Ibi say them in the end to about 109,000 naira, above 100,000 naira. And army officers' wives and come out the other day, the soldiers' wives, and talk saying Allah, you say some of them still they earn 45,000 naira. We don't know the truth about all of this, but these are things that don't happen around this conversation. And only for this guy to go beg small money now, he don't land up for trouble. Make I just read that news, make it hear exactly as it happens. So, Nigerian army has arrested a soldier attached to the Nigerian Army aviation hangar in Mina, Niger State, after he appeared on a TikTok live session in military uniform while appealing for financial assistance from popular content creator King Pedro. Now, the incident, which has generated widespread discussion online, has drawn attention to concerns surrounding the welfare challenges, the betterment and well-body where they face some military personnel. Even as Nigeria, people, they talk about difficult economic situation under this administration for Nigeria. People don't talk a lot about the matter. We could leave and enter inside another one very quickly. Now, abducted Kebbi High Court Judge Justice Bunza regains freedom after 7 days in terrorist captivity. This is sad. And George, if you're George, now, the arrest. Now, disruption of worship centers now a national calamity. P2B reacts to Enugu worshippers' abduction. And Bola Tinubu removes Government College Ibadan from education history on Wikipedia page. Dates of Nigerian education records also deleted. So everything we concern in primary and secondary school education don't come up for Wikipedia is been edited. That now what's in the base of people they talk about. I don't know how Nigerians just wake up and just go and get this, but that is it. It's been observed that changes to President Bola Tinubu's Wikipedia profile following concerns raised by social media users. Of course, people raised questions over the disappearance of Government College Ibadan from Tinubu's educational history on Wikipedia, alleging that dates attached to some of the Nigerian educational qualifications had also been removed. Now, following the claim, it was examined the profile and then reported observations that Government College Ibadan was no longer listed among the educational institutions on the page, while some dates relating to Tinubu's Nigerian education history, like primary, secondary, Otilo, it has gone. That's what people said in this report. I did not report it. 2027, Christian groups petition Trump over APC's Muslim ticket. One Christians face greater threat under Tinubu. But President don't tell us say nobody they marginalized now. Why now? Now, a coalition of Christian and human rights organizations has petitioned the United States President, Donald Trump, the US Congress, and diplomatic missions over the planned retention of the All Progressives Congress APC's Muslim presidential ticket for the 2027 general election, warning that the arrangement could further endanger Christians across Nigeria. The coalition operating under the umbrella of Christian Youth Alliance of Nigeria, CYAN, expressed concern that retaining a Muslim ticket would deepen religious divisions and political exclusion, particularly affecting Christians in northern Nigeria, the Middle Belt precisely. Now, in a petition signed by its leader and made available to journalists in Just Plateau State, the group urged the international community to pay closer attention to what it described as worsening insecurity targeting Christian communities. According to the coalition, the continuation of the Muslim ticket by President Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima could further widen religious tensions and undermine Nigeria's long-standing tradition of balancing the country's highest political offices along religious lines. So, quoting excerpts, they said the continuation of Muslim tickets by Bola Tinubu and Kashim Shettima could further deepen religious division and political exclusion. The petition reads. And they talk all that. They can't invite the US Congress, so everybody, you should come, make on a come, what thing they do, no good, they want to retain this Muslim ticket, go good, good. People can't listen now. What? Now, US go help us solve our problem for inside this country. What is wrong with us? Now, we won't obey your anti-preaching law. You ignore kidnappings and others committing atrocities, but target people preaching in commercial buses. Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria President Bishop Francis tells Tinubu. I'll play you footages from there. Tinubu pretending he doesn't know what to do to stop Christians killing in Nigeria. They said that statement is credited to Yedipo. And, other interesting things that happen for Nigeria. But let's just go quickly and see what we can see. Massive process in Aba as residents demand release of imprisoned IPOB leader Nnamdi Kanu. My mom texted that men were breaking into her room. Then she vanished. Daughter of ex-Ekiti APC aspirant. Whoa. Wow. Talk. The Nigerian Economic Council NEC approves $4.5 billion refinancing of $3.3 billion oil-backed loan. The Borno Police Command arrests 5 suspects for butchering dead cattle, supplying unhealthy meat to roadside vendors. And the Anambra Governor Soludo claims that Monday sit at home is over after experiencing traffic in Onitsha. He said, I come late for this event today. But for me to come late is not because of seeing a traffic for Onitsha. For traffic today on Onitsha Monday, sit at home don't end. Utilo. Good one. Now, Governor Adeleke wants Tinubu APC using your name to kill Osun people. We will not accept rigged election. Written Governor Adeleke one. Now, Nigeria Budgets Office removes 2025 third quarter report critical of Tinubu's government spendings. And then let's see what we have here. Delta Police Command arrest 5 suspects, recover 3 pump action guns, stolen motorcycles. Nigerian journalist Zainab Sadiq sues DSS 6.4 billion in damages over unlawful detention, seizure of phones and drone. Voila. Okay, and then NDC Obedient Movement urged to sue Lawrence Okoro over claim that Peter Obi forged UNN certificate submitted to INEC. Tinubu's detailed academic and career record from previous INEC nomination form were erased because the paperwork turns out to be fake and forged. Social commentators said so. Explain, Bola Tinubu left primary and secondary school sections empty on his INEC form to cover up fraud and lies. What is wrong with us now? What is wrong with us? What is going on? What is going on? Terror attack in Enugu Catholic Church after Cardinal Onyeiko exposed Tinubu. Terror attack in Enugu Catholic Church after Cardinal Onyeiko's expose exposed Tinubu's arrogance or arrogant defense of hardship, insecurity during meeting with Christian religious leaders. Now, with Nigerians, they talk about this. And then let's see what we have here again very quickly. Don't sweep Mary Habila Tanimola's death under the carpet. Following to ask IGP Disu to take over those investigations. Audit queries Nigerian Senate expresses displeasure over NNPCL, CB, and others' absence. Issues 3-day ultimatum. Not today, not be today. 37 Nigerians repatriated from Turkey arrive in Abuja as NEMA begins reintegration. But all of these and other issues, now we get where they happen for inside Nigeria today. I just give it just brief, not so much because nights don't come. And as it be now, I just show us some of the evidence. And let's begin with that buzz that happened this evening for inside the show with Shenwo Okimbaloye this evening. As it be say, the arguments as it get to do with certification of President Bola Tinubu. He gets certificate and we don't get certificate. And people are saying that we don't know why this is still an issue. Why are we making this an issue? Take a listen.
It is very simple on this issue. Bola Tinubu, come and tell Nigerians which primary school did you attend? Which secondary school did you attend? Even in 2022, the INEC document is submitted. He even claimed he even had an NYSC certificate. And his name on that NYSC certificate is Bola Tinubu. So where did he get Adekunle from? Because he claimed that he graduated from...
What do you suspect? What's your submission tonight?
All forgery. All forgery.
Suspect. Let me allow you.
All forgery.
Just a moment, sir.
Wait, did he say all forgery on national TV? It's not all forgery, like combination of Igbo language. All forgery. Oh my goodness, Nigeria will cease. In fact, it will not cease to amaze you. It not go stop to amaze you. All right, Mark could still go to some part of that conversation, as in fellow panelists also defend the conversation.
Can INEC disqualify Bola Tinubu based on the facts that you have presented?
Sure, INEC can.
All right, that's the point. Your final thought tonight. Your final thought.
Ashwaju couldn't have ever lied with a foreign certificate as a BSc. If the Chicago University he claims to be forged is forged, can we have the evidence? Can they write to the university to now give them in writing that this certificate that Tinubu is presenting to Nigerians is forged? They've done it before, and if you remember, Omokiri went and wrote, and the school said it's genuine.
It's not, did he say so?
Gentlemen.
Yes, the school said this certificate we have here was not issued by the school.
We are totally out of time.
Can we have the evidence?
Kalu Kalu and Mr. Alwan Hassan, thank you so much, gentlemen.
This certificate was not issued
that's our show for today, everyone. Many thanks for
watching. So can we have the evidence? Let me see.
God bless you.
You don't have it, but that is what is school. What is school?
Presenter don't sign off show. Arguments still continue to the blast. What is going on here? Well, that's not part of it. Waiting if say happened today. So what do you guys really think? Meanwhile, there are people who are arguing that, I mean, we don't talk about this matter, talk about and talk about and talk about, and what are we still talking about it for? Meanwhile, this now we should already get to talk about this issue.
I know of one that submitted the name of a presidential candidate that will not participate. I know of two, but that's a conversation for another. But the presidential candidate of the APC, the All Progressive Congress, did not go to primary school.
No secondary school.
He did not go to secondary school. He only presented one paper from Chicago State University, which was different from the paper he presented in 1999, which was University of Chicago. Now he has downgraded it to Chicago State University. You get my points. And we're advising him, it's not too late to take advantage of adult education. Let him go back to primary school, secondary school, online. He had a minister in this country who, after she was appointed as a minister, went and did NYC. So there's no big deal. But in going back to school, he should go back to school and let serious people contest for the presidency. But on a serious note, we are asking Nigerians to understand the precariousness of their condition and situation. These guys have come to destroy your country. And we are the only ones standing between them and the final evisceration of Nigerian people.
Whoa, so you hear Wisin Shawori get to talk for Inside That Matter? By the way, phone lines are open, Nigerians. Look at the link on the pin post. I need to bring you straight into the studio. Please join the conversation, or you just call us for the WhatsApp number where you go to see. Because the gist, it will hot well this evening. So moving on to issues or other issues for Inside the News. Kalu Kalu spoke about what Cardinal Onayeko said. We BC don't raise a lot of wahala. Here now,
I will start with the Catholic bishop. To me, the Catholic bishops are conscious of the country, and once they give advice, their advice is not for or against. Their advice is just for any sitting president, any sitting leader to see things the way it should be. There's difficulty in Nigeria, there's no doubt, and it's not the
This is shocking. There's difficulty in Nigeria. But the president said, hunger started before the border. Things are getting better. The economy is looking better. That's exactly what he responded to Cardinal Onayeko. We make Onayeko talk like that for Inside Arise Television. You remember? Let's continue.
Not the fault of President Bola Tinubu. And we have been able to capture the microeconomy. And the micro is what we are having problems, as I've always told people. So there's nothing new about the Catholic bishops visiting. They are clergymen who they are conscious of what they speak or what they say. And I support the visit of the Catholic bishops. It promotes the president to work harder, because the Catholic bishops are just telling him the way it is. Even if we politicians can lie to him and say things are good everywhere, the Catholic bishop can never.
Hear what he said. He said, even if we politicians are lying to him, saying things are good everywhere, but the Catholic bishops cannot lie to him. Is this an admittance that politicians indeed are lying to President Bola Tinubu? President Tinubu, did you listen to Ojo Kalu, your party man? Continue to listen.
And that is why they are Catholic bishops. And I want to correct one thing. Cardinal Onayeko is not the president of Catholic bishops conference, and people are making mistake on that. So I believe whatever is this agreement between the Catholic bishops and people speaking for the president is nothing, because the Catholic bishops just drop what they want to say about the presidency or what they want to say about what they know about the economy. It's left for us who work with President Tinubu to take back to our rooms and analyze what they say and come out with beautiful things that will make Nigerian people to be proud. On Vice President Kashimi Shettima, you know, it's a continuity. There was no need of dropping him, and it could have been suicidal to drop him. And President Tinubu have done the right thing. It has nothing to do with what we are doing. I mean, we are Catholics, we are Christians, and I don't see anything that endangers anybody's life. If economy is good, this is why I have been telling the government to focus on economy. This economy was dead It's just resuscitated by the president. So let us not deceive ourselves. So I'm not even going to go there. What I know, presidents have taken good decision in returning his vice president to Nigeria. And I want to thank the president and thank the National Security Advisor, Alhaji Nuhu Ribadu, for what they are doing on the security to go back to conquer our microeconomy. Because if they don't pursue these criminals, these hoodlums, we will not be able to go back to micro.
All right. So you hear the thing say Visa Gauges or cannot talk. Is that directly perhaps advising President Bola Tinubu media aides about how to properly address the concerns of the Catholic bishops? That are questions where we see a lot of people they ask. Because what's in talk now directly opposite to the reaction of Daniel Wala, and then of course others will respond to that matter. While others they talk say this aides when they respond to these issues, then they think through their responses before they respond, or they're always very quick to say things that would make President Tinubu say, thank you, give them because they're supporting us well. Or did they sit down, think and through, and to look at responses where they know, say, as in they speak on behalf of the president. You're not just speaking as an individual. That statement, they represent and they reflect statement from the president because you be the president's spokesperson. Did they think about it like that? With that a question will be say a lot of Nigerians they ask. Now, speaking about this whole drama and this whole issue, here now waiting Oga Odumeje get to talk. Listen to him.
There's a system of corruption in Nigeria. And once you enter to that system, you must follow the game. If the system is not corrupt, if the president enter there, he will do anything possible to do one thing. As he have already promises you that if I enter there, just give me 4 years. If I don't put right for you, don't vote for me in second tenor. He have not entered to the system. Immediately enter to right for you. Don't vote for me in second tenor. He have not entered to the system. Immediately enter to that system that is corrupt. He refused to do that in a promise.
So basically, I'm so sorry.
Because the system must
that's a bit of glitch, and that's
there are people in business with it.
Oh dear. So if they talk about waiting president being talked, say no vote for me if I don't give you good life. Then waiting can happen at the end of the day. After this statement ABC you make. And then not only him, I also did tell you that Oga Francis Wolewuki did speak about what they happen for inside the country, especially the bill where EBC they said in the past we get to do with anti-preaching. However, the Senate don't come out and clarify that that is already an existing bill within just the touchlights. Nobody say they bring in new bill, say no, make Christians no preach. That is not the case. But here's what
they were being persecuted. They were told not to preach again. Just like the Senate of Nigeria, Federal Republic, and they are telling them not to preach in bus. Make all the stadium in Nigeria to become a prison. If we want to enforce that law, we are coming. But we break that law. Our master told us to go into the world and preach the gospel to every creature. You sit somewhere there and you're saying we shouldn't preach in buses. We will preach in buses. We will preach everywhere because you are evil, making evil decrease. Evil. We will rather obey God than man. That's what our fathers told them in those days. You better tell them. No Pentecostal must listen to that. And the national president, Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria, I lead over 65 million people. Everybody, go into every taxi, go into every bus and preach. Let them arrest us. Let them turn National Stadium Lagos into prison. I will come there. Let them turn National Stadium Abuja into prison. I'll come there. Let them build more prison. They will be the one that will go there and they will rot there. And God will judge them. You don't go after killers. You don't go after those that are beheading. You don't go after rapists. You don't go after kidnappers. You don't go after bandits who are unlawfully carrying arms. You are not going after them. You are going after us who are preaching the gospel of peace that have changed the lives of people. We won't listen to you. You are not God. Who are you? You are there for eternal, and God will wipe all of you out. Those who are promoting that law, God will cut them off. We will rain curses upon you and upon your family except you repent. There's nothing you can do. We are unstoppable. What kind of evil is that? Those that were kidnapped in Borno State, they have not rescued them. And you are oppressing us. And it's targeted against the church.
Well, you don't hear Kyo
We are up to
Oga
it.
Wale okay talk. And this one, hey, Nigerians don't they say what is going on here? By the way, women for inside Enugu State, the community will be say then storm a church yesterday and kidnap some of their people, come out to protest, and they beg the government of Enugu State and national level to beg help release their people.
Okay. I know government in Enugu State. Peter Mbabi anyere anyị aka na atọ anyị na ụlọ ụka ka anyị jere tata wee kwudo onwe anyị na condition anyị kwudoro onwe anyị tata. Anyị na-arịọ Speaker Enugu State.
This is really sad. They did speak further. Make I even see when they come out come protest so they can see.
Otito diri no Jesu. Otito diri no Jesu. Because no ndo wani no na bo nko wa bo mu wa ya afa na asa. O me go onye the exception apart from no bundam so agene enwete wu information bi na agbagotefu. Anyi ni na bi betu koro.
All right, so basically the women are also protesting and saying that they need help, they need the government to come together to make them release their people the way BC, then don't kidnap. This day very painful to watch, especially considering that their cry is that they were in their church, that is, then go church to go worship. And that before now, people used to see places of worship, churches, mosques, as the most sacred places. So much so that times of war like this, now for church and mosque, now some people didn't go they hide. And that's why you had, I think that Fulani cleric who hid some Christians in the mosque. when there was, an ongoing violence. So that's because we revered worship places and we see worship places as a sacred place where it be in an Ogo area. So how come we be say it can't become a place where this kind of thing will happen? That's not a question we basic people they ask. And this is very, very painful to watch. Oh, by the way, make I quickly play you. I know say when I did backstage, they will just give me a second, make I quickly play a few more stuffs. Here now within this our brother get to talk.
Mamaki wallahi dan arewacin Najeriya ya dauki hannu nai yana da hankali lahiyayye wai ya jefa mata ne ƙuri'a. To wallahi akwai dai ban mamaki don ni abinda nake kokarin in bambanta wai za a iya bambance kwakwalwar wanga da ta dabba. Don dai in zato na kaka yanzu yaƙini ya bayyana ko bai bayyana ba. Yaƙini ya nuna da ganga a kyale ko bai nuna ba. Wai don Allah ba ƙasa guda muke ba. Mista ba
most northern leaders they need to complain about the attack where BC they happen for North and how say this time around could be easy for President Bola Tinubu like that for inside the North. And here
I asked young people who are young people as well. I said, what are we going here to say? They said, oh, they want you to come and give speech on what? And we said the team on this thing. I said, okay, when we get there and we see what they want us to say, and we'll know what to say. So thank you for giving them the opportunity. And again, gratitude to them for inviting me. And I must sincerely thank you for your kind words and comments. Yes.
All right, phone lines are open very quickly. Let's begin to take your thoughts and reactions. Still White Danjuma, good evening and thank you so much for joining us. Welcome, sir. Hello.
Good evening, Precious.
Good evening.
Hello, Precious. Good evening. Still White Danjuma.
Thank you.
Good evening, my brother. Good evening. Good evening.
Where the rest people now? CJ, I saw you at the backyard here. Where did you now go to? You have moved ahead. CJ. CJ, good evening and welcome. You're welcome. You're welcome. All right. So let's begin.
Precious, say we did talk about this certificate yesterday.
Oh,
they try to don't be waiting. No, we not go stop to talk. No. Now this won't be the problem of that country. They go talk something once.
Our certificate will be a problem.
Because that thing is against the law.
Which
the guy
law?
just they break the law for our face now. They look at the alarm, carry on. When they break the law, because they're supposed to impeach that guy. They're supposed to impeach him. They're supposed to drive and make it go back to where for come.
I don't understand you.
They're supposed to drive him. They go sack him. They go drive him. Nigerians supposed to drive and don't give a sack letter. Make you may talk about pitching me for hear me. They're supposed to give a sack letter. They go drive and make it a good. They don't need that.
Bros, make I tell you something, I beg. First. You look Nigeria as a perfect environment, the kind of place where you did, or the kind of place where we did. That's why. So sometimes when you talk, it looks like somebody talking into the air because the things who want impeach them. When you say they suppose want impeach them. Now Fabio want impeach them. Now Fabio want impeach them. So I know I understand the passion. I understand everything. But in all of these things,
hold on. Let me say something to you again, please. Let me say, you see where we did now. You understand? Maybe one of the leaders do something bad. For the next 1 week, 2 weeks, if that case is not resolved, the media will continue to hammer on that thing. It go be everywhere. Until that issue is sorted out. But for let me do the house. Okay, the main medias, the main medias, the bloggers, so-called bloggers, and every one of them, what are they doing? The thing just doing in front of the table. Everything just they go wrong. If they talk one day, everybody don't quiet, everybody don't enter. Go hide yourself. Then the evil just they continue to they spread every day.
Okay, bros, make I explain something to you.
Nobody if you talk.
Bros, make I explain something to you. There is something called a Venn diagram. One side of it, your passion. The other side, logic. But in between that logic and the passion is the wisdom side. You see, I didn't want to make you apply the things you suggest to the country that you and I from come. Okay, you say this thing will don't happen. Now, if it happen for America, they go impeach the person. The house will go impeach the person for America here. Is it a subsidiary of the executive as against what we have? So when they make suggestion, we will make suggestion of the things that are possible. That's what I'm saying. You go say, which kind of country be this? Somebody get accident. They know say call 911. You know say we no get 911. You use and call the. That's passion. I know. That's where you want us to go to. But we are not there yet. So let's talk about the things that are possible that we can do now until we get to where you want us to be. So who go impeach him? Okay, I'm asking you now. Who go impeach president?
Listen, I understand where they come from. I understand where you two they come from. But where the way I see the things and the way I feel say the things supposed go and the way thing I expect, Nigerians are educated. Because I know say they're educated. I know. But where I see they say they're supposed to go, they're not supposed to allow the worst of us. When they tell us what to do, or what could they allow the worst of us, they tell the ones who know what to do. You know, it's crazy.
Okay, my brother. Do you think this government is a representation of us? No. Now we put them no. So that's the problem now. Maybe we put them now. When I was in Nigeria, and then during youth service, there was one drama that we did, and the man came out to say, the man contested to say that election. How do you think that the electorate will be able to elect who will be the president? How? You and I see the thing in 2023. Say, not be waiting we vote now we see. Not be waiting we vote now we see. And gradually, he has taken over every part of the distance. So what we are now looking at, what is possible in Nigeria, not what is possible worldwide or in the advanced country where you are. That's all we are saying. So instead of us burning our time to talk into the air, into the things that might not be possible, we go think deeply to see what we can apply in the case of Nigeria as it is now. Those are the kind of solutions that will help us, not the kind of thing that happens in America or the kind of thing that happens in Canada. We can apply it for now. We will look for a Nigerian solution to a Nigerian problem, not a Western solution to Nigerian problem. That's all I'm talking about. I understand your passion, but I want us to find Nigerian solution to Nigerian problem, not American solution to Nigerian problem. That's all I'm trying to explain to you.
I hear you 100%. But we need to continue hammering on this. And again, what even pissed me off more now again, there was a video I was watching when ECOWAS was making their presentation regarding the 2023 election. You know what ECOWAS said? What they said? He said what they went to witness in Nigeria was a crime scene. That was not election observation or whatever. He said that was a crime scene, and I saw.
My brother, that thing is not new. They said it after the election. And that was why when they said that Jimmy Carter, that in his hospice will be vindicated. If you look at the end of that report, they say Jimmy Carter in his hospice will be vindicated. Jimmy Carter don't die now. So that thing was said after the election. They only brought it back just to tell you what those monitors felt or saw when they came to Nigeria. I am more interested in finding Nigerian solution to Nigerian problem. I'm telling you, the way it is, the way it is, we got to find another solution, a Nigerian tailored solution to Nigerian problem. Sorry that I came in like this. Good evening, all the panelists. Good evening, TY. Good evening, Sister Precious.
Yeah,
good evening to
because
to,
even the
to
video,
everybody.
one of the video Precious played just not quite long down when he played regarding those two on channels arguing about this same certificate or another. Look at the other clown who is even trying to defend.
Why do you call him a clown? Because he does not speak your own mind.
He's trying
because
to defend the indefensible.
Hello, Mr. Hello.
With these
people.
If you
speak your mind, if I be clown.
Precious, anybody way come out for Light TV, they defend these evil people. I'm so sorry. I don't want to go further. I pity on every one of them.
Okay, my brother, calm down. Drink some more cold water.
Hello, I think you need to be matured in your analysis of politics to understand that you must, no matter which side you do, you must learn to be accommodative rather of other people, their stand and opinion.
But not be when he be saying lies.
Not be when he say what is your proof that it's a lie? So if they tell you to bring empirical evidence saying a lie, where the lie now? Please provide the lies.
May I provide the lie?
Yeah, provide that now.
What did the public domain? What did the public domain? What is
that in the public domain? Where is the lie?
President, are you asking this one?
My brother, cool down. My brother, cool down. When emotion go up, wisdom go down. That's how things. When emotion is so high, it go be cloud wisdom. Let's cool down and go through these fine lines and find wisdom and solution tailored to our problem. Sincerely, if we shout and like this, we're not gonna go anywhere. Because the people we are talking to are already sold. When they say, oh, the choir is already converted, the people we are looking for to help us solve this problem have been bought over. So let's find local solution. Let's find a way to get out of this thing. No road, though. Where you won't go, na police you won't go, na army won't go, na INEC won't go, na judiciary won't go. Everywhere has been blocked. So now to find way to open another way. This way that the conventional ways of solving this problem are all blocked. They are all blocked. I pity my people that are over there, because you go see rule of law. You don't go see enforcer. You don't go fit.
You know, I'm also happy again. I'm also happy with what I
worked
with what Precious.
Hello, can we just leave this conversation?
I know. Let me just finish. Let me finish. I want to say something. I know. There's a video you played not quite long just now. Seeing the president of the PFM or wherever it's called or whatever, every one of them are not bold enough. They're not talking. They are not, because it don't they touch them. They don't they touch their tea. Wherefore they paying them. I think now they don't they get that courage now to begin to speak out. Because I never see that pastor or whatever say he don't talk about these people for a very long. Whether they temper with the Nigerian people all this while, but they don't reach where they did now. I think they don't talk boldly. You see the way they lay curse on them. I think so. I just pray these people, may they get them, may they get up, may they take that country back from these people where they hijack the country. That's just my prayer.
Anyway, Sister Precious, call us at the way you want make we talk. This one we don't run finish. Call us the way you want us to talk. Do you want TY to go first? Just call us. Make we follow your rule now. At least there's orderliness here.
All right, thank you. Welcome everybody. Make a check whether some people still there for back door. Oh, I think someone is here. Mr. Ken, you're welcome. All right, TY Danjuma sir. Sorry, your members them just attack. Hello, blood, just the hot. You know, even wait, make the soup land step. You just carry 2 hands, they rush and they chop. Calm down now, brotherly.
No, Precious, it's painful. The disgrace is too much. The disgrace is too much, honestly. The disgrace is too much. It's too much.
What is the disgrace exactly? Can
disgrace.
Let me hear, because
the person who I don't know who put out there where jack the country or where say they lead the country. The disgrace is too much.
So what's the people waiting exactly where you interpret as disgrace?
What you know what I mean.
I don't know what you talk about now. So what's
you know?
Make here now. No, I don't know.
Everything, the way that they rule that country, the way that they treat everybody, as you say, the people in that country are not human beings. In all the policies, everything they brought, in short, the institution has been destroyed. In short, it's too much. It's too much.
Okay,
but
cool down.
You know that you have opportunity now to outline what you feel so you won't talk. You don't even fit outline them. You just say everything is too much.
Okay,
but you haven't said anything.
If you want to make a line, okay, I go outline. First of all, the way. The rule of law, there is no rule of law, number one. It's like they are just doing what they are like. Wait now, they are doing what they're doing what they like, as if nobody can hold them accountable. They are not accountable to the people. They do what they like, and the people cannot say nothing. You just show a video again now that kidnappers went to church and kidnap innocent people worshiping in the church. Up to now, no security agent. The people have to come out and start protesting that. Where are is it pleading with the government that is supposed to serve them? Government that is supposed to be answerable to them. They are begging the government to come and rescue. Come on, what are we doing?
I beg, make
what are we doing?
All right,
I beg.
Just like what CJOJ talk here, and I totally agree with her that the only solution is heavy voter turnout and vote protection. See, if when I come out, not be so I go just day for social media, they talk. If you come out in your numbers and votes, and in your numbers say that you will protect your vote. I don't talk this thing. I still talk on today. Say, if Nigerians only 1 million out of the 200 something million, only 1 or 2 million come out for streets. say we dey protect our votes. Calm down. How many the people then where they hold on a day? Then go melembe. Calm down. Even the soldiers, how many they won't kill at the same time? They will calm down. So you guys, if you want your country or you want to see a country that you want, if you think you're the majority, you come out, vote, and insist say you go protect your vote. Not be say most of you no even get voters card or PVC, and they talk all this on they talk the end for social media. Call it work now. You know, go work like that. Well, T.Y. Danjuma, good evening and welcome. Let me just take your thought very quickly.
Good evening, Precious. Good evening, everyone on the panel and those
Welcome,
in the comment section. I think with the waste time, they talk about Tinubu certificate, certificate. First, we don't become senator, become governor. Where they did all these years, become president. Where they did all these years, made a certificate. Not be certificate be our issue. Not be certificate. Now, how 2027? That's what we are going to be looking at and be planning how we go strategize, and get him out of that place. Today, my friend, they ask me, say they hail me. I say, what thing we do? They hail Nigeria. Say we don't upgrade from 419 to everything fake.
How?
No, you personally tell me.
Oh, your person they tell you for US. What happened when they tell us that?
It's a fake. It's a that they hear everything where they happen here. It's a fake credential, fake ID, fake agency, fake airline carrier, fake senator.
That is fake Nigerian air.
Yes, fake Nigerian air.
Now this won't be the embarrassment then now.
So I just sit down there, look at I set my blow, make I blow him out. I can't remember seeing up in Nigeria day. I shake it, I say I know blame you.
Don't blow him out. I trust Trump. See ice. See ice. I'm coming back to your village.
Yeah, I look and feel, but not true now they tell me. So I just put this Kukuseku song, Yellow CC Day for corner, putting hand for jaw, within the Kosamo. Now I just put I say
na country palava.
Now I no blame him. Now me we go carry my wahala from Nigeria come here. That's why they tell me that kind thing. So I think what we will go face now, all of us don't carry shit. Those way they here, those way they in Nigeria, they don't rub shit for our body. So
sorry, sir.
People wear shit today for their body. Inside where they go see say they tell you they smell. You say no, I know they smell. Now another type of perfume where the new perfume where they invent. Now they smell. Man of God, they tell you say, okay, things hard. You say no. Say things no hard. Of course, now the two way they tell them. They go market now. They go market. Now the two way buy your talent now. Say people where they around them, everybody they happy. So it's a shame. But I think that instead of dwelling on all these things we talk about, we have a problem. We know that we have a problem. Thank God that Kalu, because he's looking for vote. That's why. Otherwise, you look at those where they support, say everything they good. Now people will know they contest election. But anybody where they contest election, you go see say when you want talk, he get as he go put him mouth. But all these ones where they talk, they be like people where hot yam there for their mouth, like bio, like waiting the this one where Al Jazeera disgrace. Any of them where you see them like the one where we see for this thing today where they pontificate, they try to defend. They look at, they shake my head. The one where they for which platforms, which TV network when they debate with one other guy.
Now channels now show.
I just look and they shake my head. But we know the reason why they do all those things. At the end of the day, I think if you are honest to yourself, I think almost everyone in Nigeria will admit, say, this is not how things will be. If you doubt them, a few years ago, you could take about 11,000 fill your tank if you did drive.
No, remind me that No remind me that
So then about 100, you could drop about 100,000.
No, remind me that 100 and something K. Now you go use refill tank. Refill tank
so
now.
It's clear. It's not anybody. You don't need anybody to tell you. House rent before. You know how much you they pay for a room and a parlor. Go check out within.
If you like say all the landlords them across Nigeria, not be just only one state. If you like say they do meeting everywhere, rent high.
Yeah. Look at this rain we don't fall. See roads. Have you seen the way they see them? Those are the things we'll be talking about now. See road, they flooded, they carry motor, the people not travel. Professor by experience, they look. When they take picture, show and say, see, okay, this road no good. You go send me the column for a debate. You know, so it's not where people go. You go, person go kill somebody, still they boast. You know, person go steal money. You know, where you know if you account for, you go see the boats. Say God don't bless them. So there are so many things where don't go wrong. There are so many things where
But I
don't
hope
go
you know
wrong.
that this is not about politicians precisely. Just like CJOJ talk now, say in Canadian friend. CJOJ, thank you. I see the super chat you're dropping. Thank you so much. I appreciate every super chat. Thank you. So she said, Oyibo Canadian friend looked at her at a few days ago and said, you guys need to do something about all the corruption in Nigeria, just like that. Shame.
Yes, now. Not true now. They see all the way they look us. You know,
They don't they look Nigerians to be human beings. No. If they say you don't know the way that thing the way they paint, they don't see Nigerians as human beings.
If you travel now,
are they in a group with they talk, intelligent discussions? They say, "Oh, what country are you from?" And as soon as I just said Nigeria, what they did was all of those discussions where they do just ended.
The way they'll tell Luki, the way they'll tell do
it just ended. They didn't
somehow.
say, they were polite enough not to tell me, oh, you're coming from that disgraced country. But for them to end all of those discussions means saying, we are done with this person. This person is not supposed to be sitting here. How intake if you understand these things when they talk, Seth? You understand? It's hurting all of us. It's hurting all of us.
So that is why you guys need to also play more role than you're already playing. And let's not, that's why he keeps saying that we need to move beyond being just mere talkers to active participants, because at the end of the day, it affects all of us. So that solution we'll go find, and all of us go find that solution together. We're not going to leave that solution to only Nigerians within Nigeria alone. It could be everybody somehow, because we have the numbers. If all of us join together in one voice, one mouth, make them, it will happen. It's a pity that small perfume will spray for Nigeria here and the perceive for that place one a day. Say we no say just like Tiwa Danjumato. Continue, sir.
So I mean, look at the Hulubalo about say somebody give advice. Shouldn't anybody even kindergarten person go tell you say yes, things are hard. Thank you for coming here. Things are hard. We're trying our best. But maybe our best never did enough. Make gonna support us. Make gonna they pray for us. Just very simple. This thing not to talk to men. We can see you. Men, no, not be small children. Some of them older than you because you be 74. Yeah, almost everybody will be there older than you.
Supposed to see now because you're supposed to now you couldn't reach 80 now.
Charlie boy, they older than you, and if we anyway. Instead of you to thank them, say thank you. But if a fake bishop might come, you go, they go advise you go take. So simple thing. We're not supposed to cause uproar. Oh, thank you very much. I appreciate your coming. We'll look into the thing that you are talking about. This is what we have done. These are areas that we have challenges. Please help us. Calm down. We're trying to do this in the next year or in the coming years. These are things we want. God willing, if we win, and so on and so forth. That's how people they talk. Not to tell them, not to begin to tell them, say any style where you use, then at the end justify the means. I'm doing you, they do well, and people are not suffering. Hunger days since.
I beg, sorry. Sorry, I just want to say something to you. You don't want to pay me pass for that conversation. He can't defend INEC. Is he his place to defend INEC? Does he have that right to even do that?
Now the two way they tell her now in the talk. Now you see now the people where put on their medicine now, it be like elephant where they look for ear. You can't get overdose of ear. Now the two way we don't get now. So now we put on there, quote and unquote. And we now go decide whether you know the story of the Arab and the camel. The camel they outside. The Arab can say, okay, whether they disturb you, make I give you small space, make you for put your head. Now in the camel drive the Arab outside, take over the whole place. And the two would they see now. So don't listen to people who they tell you say it's all over, it's all you can't do anything. A lie. I don't believe them. Even though I know Nigeria they make me sad anytime I remember them. It's a lie. Just do your own. Come out and vote. massively. If you know like what they happen, stop grumbling, stop listening to all these way people they talk. Come out and vote. If you not plenty, they're not going to do anything. Vote. At least do your own part. When you don't vote, finish. Stay there if you can. You know, stay there. Because they know. Why you think they... Listen, when you have your governors, where they don't give, from what they hear, 250 million to the camp, it's clear, say they are not interested. They are not interested in your welfare. They are not until we go into their pocket, they're interested in. So don't listen to what they are saying. Those are not people you listen to. Listen to people where they say, take your destiny in your hand. It's still possible. You can remove, there's no repressive government where never fall. You can remove them. Don't listen to all that nonsense thing where they tell you. Say, no, we are done for well. Now lie. Go and perform your duty. They are using that decision on you because if they can discourage you and get you to stay at home, they don't win. They feel do it with they do. They always tell you, use the kind of example. Go out there, outnumber them, outswell them. Anybody come there say they give you money, give and dirty slap. You know, so take your destiny in your hands. Now, democracy with the pride, not the demonstration of grace. So don't listen to all those things where they talk. Mobilize. We go, they mobilize, they do the way they do, they talk to them, they do what we feel do here. But we want Nigeria to move forward. We have not moved forward. We have not. If we don't succeed, say Naira, at the time where they're coming, now 400 and is it 80 or 70? Say they don't bring them down to 300, you go say, see now. The never be it's 1,350 or even 1,400. Now it be. So either they pay you 200,000 a month, divide them by that distance, you go see the money not even reach within somebody they earn for this thing for here. I know they compare, but you go see say you still they far below. Far below. Because in terms of what that money can buy is nonsense. If you they drive car before, you dey get jalopy where they drive before these people come. Now you can't use the car again now. You can't use the car. You can't use the car. And if you decide to go by transport, maybe say your money don't finish. So the option left to you now to trek or to go by bicycle. How every day go the bike for sun, no light. Your clothes go spoil now. You go to smell. You go spend money on perfume tire. You go spend money on soap tire. You go wash tire. Then when your legs they pain you, wait till they drive. You go chemist, go buy. They give you chalk. You swallow. Not be that. So there's this all of us. They affect everybody. Not to talk of insecurity. We can't go on like this. We can't. Make I stop there. Make other people put mouth.
All right, Mr. Ike, please go ahead.
Okay.
Sorry, not Ken, because you've been speaking. Sorry, let Mr. Ken.
Now they joined and now they do. I only one topic
no,
I want
know,
to today.
But because they don't hear your voice, small, make them hear another person's voice. Small.
Okay.
Good evening. Good evening, everybody.
You're welcome, sir.
Madam Precious, I'm just saying, please, maybe you should set a time, maybe 5 minutes or 3 minutes, so that everybody can have an equal time, so that it doesn't look like we're speaking over ourselves. And let's not forget that we're also educating the public, so that as much as we speak clearly, we want people to hear us and also take a lot home. It's an educative platform. So I know that when emotions go up, people tend to be very visible. Hey, just take our women leader advice: protect your mental health. No, let Nigeria
women leader one they buy cars for all women leaders, and I don't buy car for one. I don't make me vex. So don't just
make a report our women leader. The brother don't set banner for Abuja 75 million.
75 million. Oti don't follow an example.
750 million. 750 million to put banner for Abuja.
Oti on 200 million.
200 million. Our
Yeah.
break brother for Abuja said that
But the
750
truth,
million.
we say who won't win election, no even need any banner or billboard.
Nah, they don't. You know, people don't they tell for social media say no
The
worry,
billboard
make
and banner
campaign
go dey the
start.
heart. At least you know go fit us say make people before they waka go from one place to the other go
One
campaign. Make
place
them
to
get
the
money.
other. You know,
So they go use that 75 million, convert them to foot soldiers. Use that they waka around. They don't need
around.
it.
It's appalling. Today I was reading a page where ECOWAS observers came out and told us that the election was rigged. Hey, una know say election was rigged, and you went ahead and rewarded this person ECOWAS chairman. What kind of a country? You know, African leaders have really failed, and that's why most of these things are happening. We cannot pinpoint up to 5 African leaders. You know, look at the man Traore. He raised money from his countrymen. He's building a super highway in his country, and we are still building a coastal road. We never reach 40 kilometers.
That one
No,
not a super
they don't commission
highway.
like 5 times.
Coastal highway. No, you're high for the inside the way.
We don't fail. Places have been failing along the line. Look at what Traore is building.
No, Mr.
Traore
Ken, don't be
is
saying this
building a
thing, it's not
300
good
kilometer.
Yeah, Precious,
Agatha,
you
she
never
go
hear
say
say
she no be
water
that
they enter
woman
people
leader.
house for
Kilometer
Lagos.
begins with a step now.
Water they enter people house for all those areas. So you never hear.
I beg leave am. A journey of 10,000 kilometers.
Which of them will leave her?
My preaching is very simple.
Ken,
Let's come out to vote. But don't just come out and be like a Jessica. Prepare everything to stay pat, to stay put. Vote, protect your vote, and make sure your votes count. Because if you just vote and walk away, you know, you're going to come back tomorrow. Peter Obi is not going to defend your votes. All of us will defend our votes. So let's not have this said that if I vote for you, you defend my vote. No, Peter Obi is not the man that will defend your vote. Every Nigerian stand up to defend their votes. And let us also see that the menace is going on right now. Lagos is filled with thugs, with unemployed people, and those are food soldiers they're going to harness to come at everybody to try the election. But Nigerians should stand firm. Whatever is going on today, you know, is as a result of who we chose as a leader, even though we didn't choose it. Now they are using it to address us. When somebody was telling me today that am I sure I'm Ken, or they should check very well if my name is Ken. I know what the person was trying to tell me, but I just laughed over it. He's trying to tell me that we are fake. Everything about us is fake. Wherever we go, if you mention Nigeria now, people start looking around. Are you sure? You know, so
that is the part where I have problem with a tolerance of certain things. Do we look at the ripple effect on the image of the country and the entire citizens generally? That's where I have a problem. Or we just believe that anything works because it is politics and we're winning. You know, all is fair when you win. So, but even while you're winning, do we throw away morals? And then what about posterity? What about the future? What about the unborn generation? If we don't start like this now, how our unborn generation would be like? How it will be like in the next couple of years for Nigeria? Coming out with anything, that means it doesn't really matter who you are, whether you have a background or not. It may not be a thing. That now wasting Nigerians then, or some people they talk about be that. I mean, if we want to do things, should we not do it in a way that we're setting a precedent that will last and that would forever remember for good? Or we want to set a precedent that it doesn't matter whatever we do to thrive? I don't know.
Okay. So you saw Professor by practice son that want to contest local government chairman. He couldn't even express himself. But that's somebody they are going to put in the local chairman. I can tell that guy don't live in Ebonyi. Today, another Ebonyi, I don't want to call them names. One fake senator from Ebonyi that called himself when Ebonyi was on Arise TV, giving us fake economists. Me, say we go school donkey years. I still know economists. Where they tell me say if demand is high, if the supply will be high. He was just saying all kinds of trash on TV, telling us that we all have to be farmers. Ask him if he has a farm in Ebonyi. He doesn't even have a piece of land to farm. All he has is building houses and everything. It's a country that have come to put us on their news, so that they can continue to go. Because I don't see the reason why a normal human being should be criticizing Cardinal Nayeko. A normal human being will come out to be criticizing the Cardinal for saying what is on the street. You remember a governor died, a former governor died in Oyo State. We were all here when they posted his properties, 277 properties. Just acting governor, he wasn't real governor. He only acted for 2 years. He had 277 properties that the kids are fighting for. Look at the people at the helm of affairs. Your brother Wiki have converted everything in Abuja into private property. They are selling, they are destroying people's property, they are putting people out of business, they are creating more unemployment. Tinubu's government is the government that have demolished houses like I've never seen before. They keep demolishing houses. We don't have houses. People are building. Instead of you to either find them or try to make a way, let's say, okay, they want on drainage, you agree. How did they build on those drainages? You gave them the permit. But this government, since Tinubu came in 3.5 years ago, they have demolished houses at a record time. How are we going to continue in this trajectory? I keep on saying it. Free and fair, let's forget it. Everything is fair. They have told us. War is fair. Rigging is fair. Scatter everywhere is fair. He cannot show us primary school and secondary school certificate, because if he shows us, he will show that he gave birth to Falashade at the age of 10. That's why they cannot put primary and secondary school. Because the daughter is over 60, but now she is going to reduce, Papa don't reduce age. So it means that the daughter also will reduce her age. So let's not, keep pondering on spilled milk. We know that we have an unserious person at the helm of affairs. People who are criminally minded, pure criminally minded people, and they're not coming to save us. He has told us hunger was in the country before he was born, so you go and fend for yourself. And what we are just seeing is a practice of shaggy. The real shaggy, if they come back in 2027, the real shaggy will dance Michael Jackson for us on the street. I use my mic.
Where is our woman leader?
See whether Juma, you're not in charge now. Yeah, continue.
I think I see Mr.
Where is our woman leader? Is she back?
Yes, you know that I had the talk.
I know. I've been enjoying the up and down, the fiery spirit of my brother and the intellectual spirit of Mr. Aya. Anyway, you guys, you always keep on educating me. I am the public, and what I really want to say today, and I'll stay with you guys for a while. What I really want to say is this. There's something that we are all missing, and I think even the party itself and the obedience are missing, and that is, if we are not careful, Obi will win. But if we are not careful, we're not taking it serious about what the Congress, or what I mean by the Congress, the House of Rep and the Senate, the reflection, how would he be able to do anything if the majority stifles him? He only has 4 years to accomplish a lot of things, which I sincerely believe he can accomplish. So my suggestion is we should also, from now on in general, at least to the few we're talking to, try to correlate Obi's success, or try to associate Obi's success with the change in the government, the House and the Senate. If that doesn't happen, it's going to be rough. That's what I've been thinking of all weekend long, that how can we move this issue forward? And I said, you know what, maybe I should talk to her. A lot of people listen to her. And Mr. Danjuma, I salute everybody. And that is really burning me. And I just don't know if anybody has thought about that, how to tie in Obi's victory with a total change. And I'll tell you all a quick story. I've been in America 44 years. I've forgotten the year now. The first mayor of Washington, D.C. approached our group, and we promised her we could make her win. And actually what we did, there was almost 300 of us, and we followed the ballot. And do you know, she came back to thank us because they couldn't cheat. We were actually challenged by police officers. What are you guys doing? We're following the ballot. Because they had the same situation in the 80s where there will be this so-called belief in America, and I'm talking Washington, D.C., where they would carry the ballot and move it somewhere else to count. So we saw this and we approached the mayor, the one who became the mayor, Mrs. Sharon Prax Kelly. Pardon me for it's been a long time. And she won. She was forever grateful. Simple. And I say this because Mr. I said, let's do it the Nigerian way. There's a lot of similarities in things, how ballot boxes are checked, how things can be done. Somebody mentioned earlier, even if you stay behind, I know it's hard, you cannot, in most cases, you can't solicit or you can't say vote for this person. But take, for example, if everybody who votes for Obi wears a white shirt, white t-shirt, or has something white on them, if that population is seen coming in and coming out, it'll be difficult for them. It'll catch them by surprise. I'm saying the African way now, you know, that, okay, how are we going to say this? We've seen 500 white shirts go in here. And how can we say they didn't vote for Obi? So you see little things like that. And I'm sure the movement and the party, they're working on all kinds of systems. And we can use technology, get some young minds to figure out the real population, maybe through satellite, see how many people actually went in and went out, went in and came out. And if that number doesn't match, you know, these people, they have these numbers they've gotten from INEC that they will use. They'll just stuff the ballot box with it. So if on that day, and I'm sure the courts will accept it, but of course, like is well known, there's no courts in this situation. There's never going to be courts in this situation. And I don't even think Tinubu will make it till next year. He's already in a heart attack mode right now. And I can guarantee, I believe that.
I don't wish our president that, so our brother.
Yeah. Well, I know him. So, you know, like, you know, I'm not a doctor, but when you see somebody, you can see through their speech's face that the preparation is totally different. And somebody mentioned earlier, I'm glad I was able to fish you out again. Miss B, so somebody said earlier that one of the things you showed or something, that where did he get his Adeyinka from? And Adeyinka is a name for somebody from royalty. Tinubu does not belong to royalty.
Adekunle. He said Adekunle.
I'm sorry, Adekunle. Thank you for correcting me. So the Ade is the key. The Ade is the crown. So where did he get that from? Somebody said fake, fake, fake. And maybe they're right. I could investigate it some more and come out with the real facts. I know he never had Adeyinka in his history. He was very close to my brother. I know him very well. I know his history. I know his mom. So, you know, it's not well, not his mom.
You know whose mom? You know whose mom, sir?
I mean, I'm talking about the president.
Hey, you know our president's mom.
We all grew up. Oh, yes. I mean, yeah.
Mom, sir?
Well,
then why were people? But why have people been saying they don't know his family background? They don't.
The mom is late now. The mom
is adopted mom. His adopted mom, not
no. His mom.
No, there's two moms.
His mom. He has a mom. His mom is late.
The mom was a servant. The mom was a maid to Mogaji Tinubu.
Don't go there.
No, that's a fact.
TY, wait.
That is a fact. She was a maid.
I go mute you.
And then when she was
sir,
a maid.
What are you saying, sir? No. Because me, I'm not.
No. Okay. No, I'll explain to you. I remember Danjuma. So the mom actually was a maid to the lady. And because he was such a really nice, quiet guy, they adopted him. So again, going back to the story of he's going to America, you see how smart he is. He's now changed. He wants people to go search in the wrong places. He's playing with time. Time is not on his side. And his name Bola was borrowed from his sister who died around the time in America, who was in school at the Chicago University. But like Mr. Danjuma said, he's playing red herrings with everybody. He wants us to run after that. The real thing is the forgery. People say fake, fake, fake. They should call him the forgery master. And I will say on public TV right now that let him prove that he's a Nigerian. And I am probably the first person who will challenge him and say he's not a Nigerian. He probably wasn't born in Nigeria. Because I look back as far as my brother I remember their relationship. It wasn't like way back to beyond high school. Before that, he never was in existence around that area. So he probably wasn't even born in Nigeria. And the government college that he went to, they registered, I think, but they never went to school. They were playing truancy. So, I don't, like Mr. Janjuma is laughing like, you've done a good job as usual, but I'm an easygoing person. And I'll say it as it is. There's nothing he can do to me or for me, or I don't need a penny of his dime.
So Mr. Johnson, I'm so sorry. My network happened to me again.
Oh, okay.
I lost some part of what you said. So you were telling us about our president's mother. I don't know if you narrated it while I was away.
Oh, yes. Okay,
He said something about two mothers.
Yes. Her mother was kind of like a maid. She was kind of like Ajashe, or what they call those Benin people, and actually lived where they said they did, with that area there. And she was working as a maid to the madam. And when he was growing up, say maybe at the age of like 10, 11.
Who did she work as a maid to? Which madam?
Alaja.
Mogaji, or, Tinubu, the one they called. Yeah. Right.
Hey, I didn't know.
Okay. And I know. I'll say it over. It's okay with me. I have nothing to lose. I'm 70. And of course, it's sad because if I was a little younger, it's time for us to go back home.
But how are we sure that what you're saying now is the truth and not just talk and all that? That's what many
Precious, that's why I say make you no go there.
Okay, no.
Hello.
Okay, let me put it this way. Madam Precious.
Mr. Johnson, please, can you also help us answer the issue of the Guinean passport that he has?
The what? Okay. According to Mr. Tinubu, the Guinea. You said the Guinea. He claimed he got that. Passport. Right. He claimed he got that when he was traveling out of. He went through Benin. He was running away. So I do not know about that. Now I believe he might be from there. He has a Franco origin, from the mother side. Yes, that's why all his money is in France. He's running away. He knows they'll seize it in America. He has a big $1 billion house in France.
Mr. Johnson, sir, this is too much of an allegation. No.
Okay, well, there's some veracity in okay, let me put it this way. My brother was the head of the SDP when he came back. He actually was the one who allowed Tinubu to become governor. And he promised him tit for tat, right? He promised him 2 positions, transportation and commerce. His name was Abiola Johnson. He was married to the super rich Folawiyo family. So, it's not, money is not the problem. My father was an acting prime minister of Nigeria under Tafawa Balewa. He was minister for sports, labor, internal affairs in those days. And in reality, he was the president of the ILO. He resigned from the ILO presidency. You can Google it. You can find it out. I'm writing a book on it. But he resigned from the ILO because of South Africa. So we come from a family that we set ourselves aside. But when it's money, it's no big deal. I'm not saying I'm super rich, but I'm not poor. So I don't want to pay taxes here in America. I want to be just like Trump, pay $700 and a few $1 million. Anyway, just a joke. Don't record me. I'm listening back. Nanjuma looking at me. No, I'm just joking. So it is the truth. I'm telling you the truth. So it's not personally, and I'm not ashamed to say I don't like him from here to there. I would never beg him for anything. He has never, even Obasanjo with his billions, I've never asked him for anything. My father made both of them, so they were like houseboys, in our father's house. So I know these things. I hear these things from my brother. He's late. He told me a lot of things, more things that I cannot even reveal. So it might be hearsay, but let him, if we ever meet, we belong to the same society. My father's, the one everybody wears the red and white thing. That's my father's, there. He was, they call it the GMJ, Labaekon. So anyway, but the point is this, He knows he cannot do anything to me. I'm above him times 10, even though he's the president of the United States. I take my hat off for that. But
United States.
I'm sorry, he's the president. I'm in the United States, but he's the president of Nigeria. I concede that to him. He stole that place. But the courts, like they say, gave it to him. Hey, and that's why we're paying the price. He is the problem of Nigeria. If there is no Tinubu, there is no problem in Nigeria. Nigeria will resettle.
No, don't say that. That's a very unfair thing to say. Just like the president stated, there was hunger in the land before he became president. There was insecurity in Nigeria before he became president. And this is frankly speaking.
No. I agree.
So
I'll play your devil's advocate.
Problem in the land. That is not a truth. And you know that will not allow you to say what is not true.
I know. Thank you for your soft landing. But anyway, the point is very simple. He is responsible. And also, I want Nigerians to know, if anybody who hears this, he is also responsible for the foreign exchange speculation. When it first started to rise from 500, 600, I told my people, I said, the agreement was $1,200. It went beyond 1,200, 1,300. They say, what happened to your 1,200? It's now back to 1,300. It would not, that you must sanction it. But the point I'm saying about this is, he doesn't want to be seen as Babangida, the one who did the SAP thing and, the foreign exchange. He wants to be seen as somebody who came to solve Nigeria's problem. But he has one simple problem. He's a very greedy man. If you tell Tinubu that you're greedy, guess what he'll tell you? Yes, I know I'm greedy. I don't want to call him a thief because I don't want to be charged, right? But calling somebody greedy if he's greedy, I don't think there's anything wrong with that. He is so greedy for money. He's worth more. He has more money right now than Obasanjo himself. Obasanjo is about $6 billion. He has grown to $8 billion from the money he took from Lagos. Can you imagine how much he's worth now? All the money he has accumulated, stolen. And also the thing I want, that I believe, that I know, that I want the world to know, he's a percenter. And you remember I told you when Mr. Edu's, what is his name again? My brother's friend. Pardon my age, I'm a little old now. Name's kind of like a funny
Wale
name.
Edu, the former finance minister, Wale
Yes.
Edu.
When it happened, you remember I told you, I said Bajamila was next. And isn't Bajamila next? And he can't do anything from Bajamila because he takes a cut from what he gets. That was one of the problems he had with my brother, Biola Johnson, his former minister. He takes cuts. My brother wouldn't give him nothing. So he had to resign for his health. But to cut the long story short, I'll just hang on and listen. And if there's any questions, I'll be glad to respond. Sorry to break my own personal opinion into, and it's mine. None of this is yours. It's all mine. And I stand by it. And it's the truth.
Precious, I think the question that we must be asking ourselves is, what kind of country allows this kind of things to go on? What kind of country would allow, this untoward practices, complete violation of constitution, impunity, this high level of corruption and so on, and go to court and all that? Is there any country where, even in Africa, where this kind of a thing happens, where they can tell you go to hell, you can't do anything, and you can't find where you go, you can't go to court, you can't go to police. If you go to police, you become the accused. You can't go to, you just can't go anywhere. I mean, look at the election that the lawyers had recently. There's no judiciary is nonsense. All the institutions.
Okay.
I mean,
let me welcome CJ to speak. Unfortunately, I can't even ask those questions that you think that are imperative. Good evening, CJ. Welcome.
Good evening, Precious. Good evening, everyone.
Yes, you're welcome. Yes, go ahead, please, CJ.
Thank you. I don't want to say too much tonight because I've been listening into everyone. But there was something that caught my attention during the day today. And that back to what I said last night on this platform. And I think we know we have a problem as a country. We know our problem has no one single solution to it. But I think the solution is with the people. I listened to, I've forgotten the name of the priest. Somebody may help me out here. There was a priest that came out today defending, I think it was something that was discussed in the Senate or was discussed in
Father
the government
Oluoma.
at some
Father
level.
Oluoma.
That
Father Oluoma.
that they will ban, they're planning to ban preaching on the buses. I don't know if anyone has heard that. They're planning to ban
Francis,
preaching on the.
Bishop Francis Wale, okay. Go ahead.
God bless you. God bless you, precious. That was it. So the gentleman
Yeah.
came out and he was. I listened to him quite carefully because it's easy to say certain things when the topic is different. He said that they will not allow, the Christian community will not allow this to stand. That if they implement the law, that they will mobilize
He
65
mentioned
million.
that he because he's the president of Pentecostal Fellowship of Nigeria. He said he
Correct.
presides over about 65 million people,
A
and
million
he will
people,
mobilize them.
correct.
Yes.
That will be
So we
65
have this number. What are
million
they
people.
doing with the numbers all along? Go ahead, please.
Exactly. That is the point. That is where I'm driving at, right? This if
But
I
the
that
person,
caught my
sorry, the
attention.
person, sorry, the person who brought up the motion is a Christian.
Yeah,
It's a
you
Christian
see,
that brought up that motion.
no,
Yes, now.
I get that, but I've got one
But
thing
remember
here. I
that the
just want to
Senate
take
also
something.
said that these laws have been there already.
Yeah, but with the laws is the law, whether the law is there or it's not there, it's not my problem. I don't really care about the law, but I want to take something about the point that the man of God was making. And that point was that he has, or the Christian community has the capability of mobilizing 65 million people onto the street.
Absolutely. I
And
heard that part. I heard that
yeah,
part.
on
Yes.
onto the street. That even if in a national stadium they put in there, they're willing to die and all that sort of things. And I was, wow, okay, that kind of strengthens my argument that we have 65 million Nigerians that can flood the street and to defend their vote. And then the mess of somebody bringing in stupid laws or insecurity or hunger, starvation, whatever you may call it, will stop. If we can mobilize these people in the name that they want to ban preaching on the buses, why can't we mobilize them? Why can't we, the Christian community, the leaders of the Christian community, say to their members, you know what? Go out in 2027, vote, stand at the polling booth, and defend your votes. And let whatever will happen, happen. Can you imagine 65 million people on election day, on all streets of Nigerians? What are these? No military, no soldiers can deal with that. Eventually people's vote will be counted and the right thing will be done. So, and it baffles, it beggars belief on how we can, do things or come up with quotations when it suits us. So I am a little bit confused, and that's where I struggle so much with our people, our, those that have got the voices that can really make a difference. And even coming from the mosque imams or the bishops, I think the bishops came out recently, they spoke. We get that, but there's a lot more they can do. One thing is that Precious does say, well, it's okay for us to say something. Can we enforce? Enforcement is where the issue is. Because the power remains with the people. It doesn't matter what you say. The power remains with the people. People still retain the power. 65, I'm not even saying Nigeria is about 230 million people. But can even get half of that? Even 65 is enough to reclaim that country. So what I'm saying, my argument tonight is, come on, man of God. And I messaged on the platform where he spoke, but I don't think he got the message. Oh, if he got this power, how can we turn that power? How can you guys get together? How can you come back, get your heads in a room and say, you know what? Go to your mosque, speak to your people, get out there in mass on the election day. Stand after voting, because that's important. And make sure that wherever your polling unit is declared and counted properly and recorded, then you've done your job. You've done your job. Whatever happens afterwards is no longer your problem. You've done your job. But don't sit in the bedroom and say because somebody said he's going to change, he's going to implement a law about not preaching on the buses, and all of a sudden you've got the power to send 65 million people on the street. I don't get that. I don't need someone who can help me to make a sense of it. And this is where the hypocrisy and everything about it, and it's where God is going to do it. What do we preach, we counter what we preach, we come out, we say things and we counter it. We never going to make headway. And that's where we struggle with, in different parts of the world where they say things, they put the God thing aside and they go out and do what they want to do. Don't bring God into it. When it's people, it's people. It's God, it's God. And if you want to say Bibles, I don't get that. Don't mix it up. If we have 65 million people in the name of preaching on the buses, let's get them out on the street. So that's the point I want to bring in tonight and say, look, it goes back to the heart of what we said last night. How do we vote? And how do we defend the vote? Which is the key thing here. Because everything we're saying here from now to tomorrow, it lies down with the change, this rotten, stinking, horrible, dubious government. How do we get them out of power? How do we vote them out of power? Legally, how do we vote them out of power? That's where it all lies down to. We know we will vote. We know they will never, I said it yesterday, and I repeat, they will never legitimately get 5% of the vote of Nigerians, because unless the person has got problem with his brain to vote this government, they won't get there. But the problem is, we know what they're planning. They've got judiciary, they've got the Senate, they've got the House of Assembly, they've got the police, they've got the soldiers, they've got everything in their power, in their pocket to use on the election day to get what they want, to turn it to their favor. But how do we stand up against that? That is the biggest question. Because you don't need to go and preach to Nigerians to vote. Their stomach, their hunger in their stomach is already told them what to do. So they don't need to tell them. They know what they want to vote. They know who they want to vote for. Their conscience has told them to do the right thing. But the fear that is in the people, look at Osun State, that election that is coming up. That is, watch out for that. That's going to be a sample of what is about to come in 2027. That's a sample. Do you know how many people have been slaughtered and killed in Osun State already because of a governorship election? It hasn't even taken place. So watch out, watch that space. Watch that space. There were countries in a state where, goodness me, it's going to take more than a revolution to get it back. It's going to take more than that. It's going to take that 65 million people, 100 million people coming on the street and saying, no, we want to die now. Wipe us out. If you want to, or get out of where? Get out. Walk out. You've been voted out. Our votes must count. So whatever we're saying, we need to be holding these bishops or these pastors that are using this, saying these words, holding them to account. Oh God, how do you do that? How do we, have you got 65 power to turn 65 million people into the street? How do we get hold of them? Why don't you go back into the church and tell your pastors and wherever to start preaching the right, telling them that, coming to the church and saying the name of Jesus or praying or doing all that stuff and is as important as going out on the election day and voting and standing and defending your vote, because manna will never fall from heaven. It doesn't matter how much you fast and pray. If you're hungry, you're hungry. No, God is going to provide. God will provide. Well, everybody's pastors are suffering. Even Bible said that you have to work. If faith without work is dead. So if you have got to have the faith. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm about to say. So that's my point on that. Can someone turn
All right.
that action, or someone reach out to that man of God? And that's where we need to be taking our preachings to. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you for stopping by. Ike, you've been wanting to speak and you haven't spoken. Let me let you do that now, please. Go ahead.
Okay, thank you. Good evening. First of all, the 65 million, I don't know whether he counted redeemed too, because their own overseer is the president's in-law and backman. So I don't know whether the 65 million, those people also follow. Now, I want to talk about security. You see, some few days ago, there was a shooting here in and out TY, you might know about it. And the shooter was taken down by another person.
Yes, I heard it in the news.
And I was just one of the workers in and out, and then one of the customers that were affected. I say this thing because of the cry and demonstration that is happening in Enugu. Yes, self-defense is a golden rule. And I don't want our people, I don't know whether they are waiting for president to come out also to say there was insecurity before he was born, just like he has talked about hunger. Our people should find a way to defend themselves. The government has failed and government are not ready to do it. When I was in Nigeria, my chairman then, when armed robbers do write letter and tell you they are coming to your house, they wrote a letter to him and said they were coming to his house. He took his wife and children away and waited for them. He stayed at the penthouse, a very advantageous position. By the time he took down 3 of them, others ran away. They were fully armed though. But he took 3 down and others ran away. He's still alive till now. Self-defense is a golden rule. I don't see why our people every day, they outnumber these people that are doing this thing, but every day we come and put our hands in the air and keep crying, government, come and help us, help us, help us, help us. Is that how we're going to be saying help us until everybody is taken down? We'll have to start looking for an alternative way to defend ourselves. That thing that happened hurts me. It's not because it happened in Enugu. I have practically lived in every part of Nigeria. The one I heard that happened in Sokoto, I still cry till now. And the worst part is the mainstream media are not even bringing them out. Most times, it is some NGOs that are not even based in Nigeria that are putting this thing out to the public. And then we are waiting. When they finish the man, your neighbor, they will come to you and knock and pick you up. So government will never license this thing to you. People will have to take self-defense as a golden rule and find a way to defend themselves. That's on security. I look at what Kalu, just watch now. In a few days' time, Kalu will come out and say he was misquoted. By the time his party puts serious pressure on him, now he will come out and say he was quoted out of contest. But the fact remains that the bishops, the Catholic bishops, I have worked with them, I have lived with some of them when I was in Nigeria. They are not a respecter of anybody. What they came to say was the truth. But the only reason why it is making this impact is it is totally different from the previous visitors that we have seen. We saw when Ladoja went there. We saw what Oni of Ife said. In the midst of what is going on, those people are still not telling the president the truth. So why this one looks like it's making so much news is because this is the first time people are coming to his face to tell him the real thing. And he's mad. He's just saying, who gave these people the balls to come and tell me or come and disagree with me? But we must have to shout it to high heavens. It's either he listens or we take him out. When I say taking him out, I am not saying it by mouth. There are so many things we will not say here, but we just got to take him out. He doesn't have empathy at all. At all, he doesn't have. He doesn't have empathy. So we cannot have this number of poor people in a country. You can imagine that Nigeria of 230 million have more poor people than India and China combined. It's never seen anywhere before. And somebody telling you that the thing was there before he was born means it will still be there even when I'm gone. So why are you there? Leadership is to solve problems. It's not to give excuses. It's not to give excuses. That's not why we bring leaders. Whether you were elected or not, that position means you got to solve problems. That's what it means. So I am not here to pontificate to say, oh, this is how it is done here. We are putting together local solutions to local problems. It might not be the way it is done in Cameroon. It might not be the way it is done in the US. We will find Nigerian solution to Nigerian problem. I hold on to other people to talk.
Thank you. Thank you so much. Pretty much everyone has spoken here, right? Everyone has spoken. Everyone here has spoken. Mr. Ken, do you have something extra to say? T.Y. Danjuma. Okay, but before we go, I have a testimony to play for you guys. So here is an accident that happened earlier today. And this is how
this has this life there. Now who God say go down life, go down life. This motor scatter into two. Just now this accident happened. This is the owner of the vehicle. Nothing happened to him.
That's him wearing red.
The vehicle divided into two.
From this accident.
The vehicle divided into two.
See how badly they
were crying. Jesus.
He's even holding his phone and making a video. The person who was driving.
Into two, just an accident, just got down.
To check himself out.
All right, I just thought to show us this. So for those who may not believe that there is a superior creator somewhere, that God,
yeah, I
think
know.
this is just God at work, because I don't know if there's a science to explain how the car practically divided into two. He worked out on hand with his phone and recording.
Okay. Precious.
Sir?
On the 7th of July, that's 7th of just less than a month ago, I came out from an accident that nobody believed that anybody came out from that car. My car flipped 2 times and I had to come out from the roof of the car. I opened the roof, removed my seat belt, opened the roof and climbed out of that roof.
Wow.
That car, you can imagine a car of $50-something thousand that pricing me $600 to buy it, to buy the wreck. So that tells you that God is alive. That car that broke into two might be all those cars you see people, they will buy car from London that the steering was at the right, they bring it to the left, they will weld this and weld that, they weld this. When accident happens, it breaks into two. Because the Oyibo hand has gone out of the vehicle. That vehicle, maybe the back might be Daihatsu, the front is Toyota, and so on. So people also go and buy cars. Here, you could have Carfax. It will give you a record of all the accidents that the car has had. But in Nigeria, that kind of thing is not there. You see people weld one thing together, weld another thing together, and so on, and people get on the road. When it happens, it breaks into two. I just thank God for his life. God is working. I'm telling you, God is working. Yeah, we will do our own. There are some that will not also expect God to do for us. We also do. One of them is this voting. God no go send angels to come and vote. We are still the ones that are going to vote. We are still the ones that are going to protect it. But for whatever we do, try not to die. Let's find a way and get our country working again. This country is big. This country has so much natural resources that what we lack is leadership. If we have leadership, good leadership, sincerely speaking, we will overtake so many other countries.
Thank you. Thank you so much. All right. Any other additional thing you have to say before we say our goodbyes? And I'd like to say a big thank you to everyone who's joined the conversation tonight. Does anybody have something to drop off very quickly? Parting shots, anyone?
Yes. He has already said what I really wanted to comment on as far as cars, especially. I bet you 50% that car probably was brought from abroad. People buy cars that are written off and stuff like that, but that's a story for another time. I just want to leave with Nigerians this short story that I love. Obasanjo was the one who first spoke it, and I remembered that I've heard it before. So it's just like our biggest problem in Nigeria is our leadership. And as the story goes, I think I've told it on your show once, but since there isn't much time, I'll say it real quick. When God created the world, he got to Europe and stuff, and he gave them everything they wanted. Then he got to Africa, he had to take a pause. He said, angels, I have a problem with this continent. And then he started dividing Africa up. And then he was giving Nigeria a lot of land. He gave us a lot of people. He gave us gold. He gave Ghana gold, diamond to South Africa and so on. And after a while, the angels had to tell God, like, God, you're giving Nigeria everything. And God said, oh, yeah. They said, if you keep doing this, they'll become the America of Africa. And God said, well, I have one more thing to neutralize them. And then he finally gave Ghana, Nkrumahs, South Africa, Mandelas, and great, great people all around Africa. Then he got to Nigeria. He said, now I'll give them the great equalizer. I'm going to give them bad leaders, corrupt leaders. They'll steal their country's money and take it to Europe, where all they'll do in Europe and America is sit on it, because you put your money in Switzerland or a bank, your child can't have it. They learned that the hard way. Actually, I have a personal knowledge of a governor.
That is cynical.
Look, I have a personal cynical joke about a governor of Lagos State. I'm not going to mention his name.
It's the way you're narrating it as if you were with God when he was doing it.
I know. We are all present to him. I'm sure Mr. I would agree with me. So the point I wanted to say is, and they don't realize these things until it's too late. There was a governor of Lagos State who was salting all his money in London. And when he finally finished, and the only way you can get his governor's name is by doing your own deductions. And when he finished, he went to the bank, and all he had in there was £100,000. Right there in the bank, he had a heart attack. And if you know how to do research, do your research and figure out which Lagos governor had a heart attack, and that is the story behind that. And I'll just leave that alone at that. So anyway, Chief, I salute you. May God give us good leaders from Obi on. I think it's time God will forgive us for that.
Amen.
That is a cynical story of the day. Well done.
Yes, sir. Thank you, ma'am. It's always a pleasure.
So much.
And I've been listening to every one of your shows.
Once again, Honorable, off your mic. Honorable, off your mic. Let's keep preaching to Nigerians. We must all come out. And we must not just come out empty-handed. We must come out to protect ourselves and our votes. And I pray that everything will be fine.
Amen.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful evening, everybody.
Thank you. Thank you so much to everyone. I love you guys and I appreciate you. But remember to protect your mental health. You know that whilst we worry about problems of Nigeria or the issues bedeviling our country, we must also pay attention to ourselves, our health, our well-being, and because now who they alive we think of country. So please let's try to pay attention to our health and our well-being. Please protect your mental health. It's very, very important, so you can be alive to think about your country. If you've not liked and shared this post, please kindly do so. Kindly like and share, subscribe to this platform, and let's continue to speak for the growth and development of our nation. Thank you so much. Tiwa Danjuma, thank you so much. I appreciate you. Good night and God bless you. Thank you. Mr. Aika, I appreciate you. Good night. Mr. AJ, thank you so much. I appreciate you, sir. You know, it's always a pleasure to see you here.
You're great. You're great.
Thank you, sir. I like the way you look tonight, by the way, with that face cap. Good.
We'll always support you with our treasure, our time, and our talent. Our 3 T's. That's all we have.
Thank you so much.
Okay, now God bless.
And it's my prayer and hope that this support will indeed help us all push Nigeria to that height and that level that we wish and all desire it to be.
We'll continue.
Thank you. Thank you so much. I appreciate you. See why Danjuma, I know see be our bishop now. Thank you. Not be the other type of bishop, or the main type of bishop. Thank you, sir. Thank you.
Yes, it's the road is not easy. It's a really hard road to travel. But that's not to discourage anybody. All hands have to be on deck to get our country moving forward. We've talked. It's good to talk, but the Bible says faith without works amounts to zero. So now is the time to walk the talk. Let us all get our hands together and let us move Nigeria forward. Good night, good morning, everybody.
Thank you. Good night and God bless you. Thank you so much to everyone. I love you guys. I appreciate you. Please like and share if you've not done so. Kindly like and share. See you again tomorrow evening. Good night and God bless you.